Hey guys, Infos here and welcome to a new GTA 5 100% walkthrough video. Today I'm gonna do something which I dislike doing, and that is flying. Once again, like the previous episode, I'm gonna fly, but not a helicopter, but something worse. An airplane. I dislike it so much, but of course it's required for 100%, that's why I'm gonna do it. So, in this game, if you don't know, we have 15 knife flights. In order to achieve 100% completion, you have to do 8 of these knife flights. However, this is a 100% complete walkthrough, so I'm gonna do each and every one of these. They're all located in Los Santos, in the bottom part of the map. None are over here, so you have to do them in the game. So, what you can do is either wait for later in the game and buy this airport hangar, get an airplane from here, go with Trevor and whatnot, who has lots of flying skill and whatnot, or do it at the beginning of the game, which is what I'm gonna do. I have them available right now, so that's why I'm gonna do them. Now there's just a few, there's only 15, so it's gonna be pretty quick. That's why in this video also I'm gonna do not only knife flights, but the Stunt Plane Time Trials as well. There's only a few, so this video is gonna be long, but it's gonna have 2 things. So what you can do is either take a plane from here. We have 2 pretty good options. I'm gonna go with option B. We have 1 plane over here and 1 plane over here. This one is much better because it's much smaller and much slower as well. I want a slow plane and I want a stable plane. This is the perfect plane for that. So come over here, you're gonna get a 3-star wanted level. Sometimes helicopter spawn, which is pretty bad of course, or you could go to the Stunt Plane Time Trials. Still, it's not showing up right now. You can go there and steal a plane from there too, and you can use that instead, which is gonna activate the time trials, but you can do knife flights as you're doing time trials. So yeah, it's your choice. I prefer this plane because it's so slow, which is perfect for this challenge, guys. So take this plane, fly away from the airport and wait for the cops to disappear. After you do, you can start doing knife flights. Alright, let's start. First of all, what is a knife flight? A knife flight is basically you flying not like this, but like so, on the side between 2 buildings. We have to do 15 of these. The first one is located, of course, in Los Santos. Each one of these is located in Los Santos. It is right in front of us. This is the map location. Go there and go on the side, just like I said. Like that. I suggest going to flight school and doing this beforehand, completing flight school beforehand before you attempt these, so you can get an understanding on what to do, but I have not unlocked flight school yet, so I cannot do that. Let's go for the second one. It is in the same place, however on the other side of the building. Go like so. It is very difficult, guys. This is one of the hardest things you can do in this game, at least for me. I hate flying and it's so difficult. Alright, so this is it for the first 2 ones. Also, what I suggest doing is going into your phone and saving before each one of these. It is gonna be very helpful for you guys, because if you crash your plane, you can just reload and repeat it. Okay, next one. The third one is right over here between these 2 buildings. This is it on the map. Go there. Align yourself. This is the difficult one, a bit more difficult than the previous 2, so watch out. Let's be careful. Don't do it. Good. There we go. 3 so far. Oh, I didn't touch it. Nice. And yes, I constantly save, and each one of these takes me like 5 attempts. Start from the Vinewood sign and go towards this orange roof building. This is the location. Just go straight towards the pool and towards these 2 buildings. You have to go in between both of them. Let's do it. There we go. This one is a little bit easier than the previous one, so you should have no issues with it. Okay, so it's time for 3 in a row. This one is very difficult to pull off, so you can do them separately of course, but I'm a master and I'm gonna do it at once. No, I'm not a master, it took me like 20 attempts maybe, but I'm gonna do it, guys, trust me. Go between these, between this, and last one, and we're done. Okay, oof, 20 plus attempts, but I did it. Let's move on. The next two are straight ahead, go towards the construction, towards the white building, and behind it is an orange building. You have to go on the left side of these two buildings and you're gonna see those two. I'll do them in a row because I can. 1 and 2. 6 more to go, and like I said, we have to do 8 for 100% game completion, but I'm gonna do them all. We have two seemingly very difficult ones ahead of us. Look for the green building. I actually did this on my practice, on my first attempt, which is bizarre to me because this looks so hard. And again, first attempt after my practice. Alright, okay, 5 more to go. For this one I suggest starting at the pier and look at these two buildings, the one with the crown and the one on the right side of it. Go straight. Like so. This is a very easy one, you should have no issues whatsoever with it. For this one you have to look for a water tower which is in front of us. You'll see it in a bit. It's behind this building. Go over here, you can see it on the left side. Go straight. You have to pretty much go down to street level. Like that. Not too difficult, but it's pretty easy to miss. The beach is on the left side of us, as you can see. We have a canal on the right side. Go past this tall building and go straight. From the right side, between these two. Like a glove. We are going towards the same exact buildings, but from the other side, so we can do the other stunt, or whatever it's called. You can also do it in a row, as you can see I did both of these in a row at the moment, but I was too chicken beforehand. And for the last one, start from the ocean, this is the pier on the right side, and go towards these two buildings. You cannot miss them, they're super easy, this is one of the easiest knife flights in the game. Do this. And 15 out of 15 have been completed. After completing 15 knife flights and going underneath 50 bridges, which I did in the last episode, you get an achievement. So that's it, guys, the first part of the video is completely done. Let's move on to the Stunt Plane Time Trials. And welcome, guys, to the Stunt Plane Time Trials. You need to head over to this location. Over here at this icon you can see Stunt Plane Time Trial. It's available at pretty much at the beginning of the game after the second mission, Franklin and Lamar, which according to my stats is the second mission, but technically is the first mission in the game after the prologue. So after you complete that mission, you are free to roam around and get to the Stunt Plane Time Trials. As you can see, you have 5 time trials. You need to get into this plane and you have 5. As you can see, I got gold on each one of these. That's because I did this off camera, and I'm gonna show you my footage, my recorded footage, on how I beat all of these. The reason why I did it is because I thought it would take me forever, but the first one, Binge, took me 2 attempts. The second one surprisingly took me 1 attempt. The third one, Engineering Bridgework, took me 2 attempts. The fourth one, Airport Flyby, took me 2 attempts. And finally, Altitude is ultra difficult and it took me 7 attempts. I was expecting 50 at least, but no, it took me 7 attempts. That's it. The way to do it is to get in the plane, it's gonna start a time trial, and you need to complete this for 100%, which is exactly what I did. Like I said, I recorded all the footage, and I'll just talk over it and show it to you guys. Let's start with Binge. And welcome to Binge, the first challenge over here. Something very important for these Stunt Plane Time Trials is not to believe what the game tells you. You're supposed to take these straight up. However, if you take them upside down, you get more points. This applies to every single one of these, except for the green ones, I guess. So, if you take this upside down, you get -3 on your time. If you take these straight on, upside down, like you're supposed to, you get -4. If you take these the normal way, the yellow ones, you get -1 second. If you miss it, you get +5 seconds. If you, however, go very close to it, just slightly touch it, you get nothing. Not minus, not plus, nothing. For these green ones, you only have to take them like this. If you don't do it, however, you're not gonna get anything. You actually lose time, you lose 5 seconds. So take them just like that. For the majority of these, try to take them upside down, because like I said, you get more time this way. And take this the way you're supposed to. That's my tip for this whole challenge. Yes, flying is very difficult, and doing it like I told you is very difficult, and you don't need to do every single one like that. Just do the ones which are not under a bridge, for instance, because this one, if I tried to take it the normal way, a different way, it would have been almost impossible. It is possible, sure, but I'm not a great flyer, I'm not a pro at this, definitely. Even though I took gold, I'm not a pro. I hate flying, I am bad at flying. And I use a keyboard. Yeah, keyboard controls are terrible, so that's why I changed it to pretty much San Andreas controls. I fly like I do in San Andreas, and with that, guys, it's complete. The first one is completely done, and straight away, like I said, the second one, Vinewood Flyby, took me only one attempt, so I'm not gonna stop. But anyway, like I said, I fly like I do in San Andreas. I use the num keys, num 9, num 6, num 4 and num 5 as well. Actually in San Andreas I use num 8 and num 7 and num 8, yeah. But pretty much the same controls, almost the same controls. Also, if you take these yellow ones like this, on this side, you get -2. If you take them upside down, you get -3. So try to take all of these, as many as you can, upside down, like this. Yeah, always try to attempt these whenever you can. If there's no mountain in the way or anything, take them like so, and you'll be all good. This is a difficult challenge, and one of the hardest things you would probably do in this game. Yeah, it is very difficult, guys, so trust me, you could have a bad time here, especially if you have a keyboard and you don't have a controller. I do have a controller, but I don't use it. I don't think it's necessary. I'll probably use it for some missions like yoga. I prefer doing yoga with a controller, even though it might be a little bit easier with the keyboard and mouse. I'm not sure. We shall see when we get there. Now, the reason why this took me so few attempts is because I did practice a lot. The practice runs, which were a few months ago, because I have been preparing this walkthrough for so many months, maybe a year. So yeah, I did attempt to do this many times in the past, and if I combine those attempts, it would be like 20-50 attempts per challenge. But anyway, today, or yesterday when I did this, it took me only one attempt on this one and 2 attempts on the first one. So, this is it for the first 2. I'm gonna skip my first attempt on engineering bridgework and show you the completed attempt. And here we go. Welcome, guys. As you can see, I got a silver medal on my first attempt. This is my second one. And straight away you should fly upside down. I almost missed this one. I got 2 only. I should have gotten 3, but I almost missed it. This is very difficult. The start of this challenge is difficult because you're pretty close to the road, and if there's a tow truck, you're pretty boned. Also, this one, do not attempt it upside down. Please don't. You're gonna have a bad time. Now for this one, the hard part is the crane in front of you. Try to go as tight as possible. Try to take this one upside down. Actually, don't try that one. No, don't try that one upside down. You'll be in trouble. As you can see, guys, I'm not a very good flyer, I don't think I am at least, but I try to take as many upside down as possible. Like for instance this one, I could have taken it, but yeah, I'm a bad flyer so I couldn't. I got 1 second only. Also, try not to miss any. If you take all of them straight on, I don't think you're gonna be able to do it. If you take them like it's intended, I don't think you're gonna be able to get gold. Try to take as many as possible upside down and it should be all good. If you miss a few, it's complete. Actually, don't miss any, just miss going upside down on some. If you do that, it's okay. Just don't miss the checkpoints. Don't fly next to them. You'll be very bad if you do that. So okay, don't take this one. As you can see, I have plenty of time, so I didn't rush this. I didn't try to do it in a difficult way. Just a normal way. There we go. The third one is complete. Took me 2 attempts. Like I said, the fourth one took me 2 attempts. And let's go. This is my completed attempt. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I have to fly. Actually, I'm pretty sure this one is the easiest. I just did a mistake at the beginning, so yeah, I think this is the easiest because it's a very long stretch, not many mountains, you fly over airports, over water, so there's lots of opportunity to fly upside down, and I believe this is very easy. This one specifically. The other ones are very difficult, especially the fifth one. Guys, the fifth one is crazy, it's so difficult. The first one, actually, the first one is also very easy. The first one is easy because you get lots of time. They give you so much time in that one. I'm not sure, I can't say which is the most the most difficult is definitely the last one, but the easiest one, I'm not sure. The second one I did complete from the first attempt, but I don't think that's the easiest one. It's definitely difficult. I don't know what to tell you guys, just try to follow my tips. Take as many upside down as you can. Take the green ones the way you're supposed to. If you don't, you'll lose time, so don't. Just don't. Take them like this. And please do not miss any checkpoints. That's really bad. Also, the reason why I did complete the deny flights before doing this stunt trials is because of this. If I didn't do that, I would get them in the challenge itself. Yeah, if I did, I don't know, it wouldn't show me completing it when I showed the deny flight separately. So I did those first, showed you how to do it exactly, and then I went for the stunt trials. This was very dangerous. Also, I shouldn't have gotten that checkpoint. I was very far off. How did I get it? I was so far off, and I should have lost seconds, but I didn't. But yeah, this one I don't think is difficult. It's very easy because you go over water, over the airport. Oh, did I miss this one? Yeah, see, +1. I did miss that one. There we go. You cannot take every single one, guys. I did take it, but I wasn't far away. If I was far away from it, I would have gotten +5 seconds, which is very bad, especially for the last challenge. Alright, so as you can see, I saved like 20 seconds on this one. Yeah, very easy, 4th challenge. Okay, let's go for the 5th and hardest one, altitude. And here we begin, the hardest one. The tip I can give you for this one is not to take too many risks. Go for these upside down, but once you get to the mountain, stop doing that. Go upside up. Just go in the correct position as soon as you hit this one. I also missed it. Holy crap. In my completed attempt I did miss it. In my other attempts I didn't. Okay, whatever. As you can see, if you miss it, you don't lose anything. But if you're too far from it, you do lose time. So, yeah. Now go align the plane correctly towards it, straight on. To the next one, just look at your map. You're also gonna get lots of speed here, so watch out. Use the rotors, very important stuff with planes. Adjust your settings, also very important. Because the standard flight controls with the keyboard are atrocious. You have to fly with control and shift. What the heck? Seriously? That's the standard controls. It's insane. I can't fly like that. Even adjusting myself to this flying with the num keys was also very difficult, a tedious process. I hate flying. And there's a bunch of flying missions which don't really bother me much, but the flight school, the Stunt Plane Time Trials, the knife flights were awful. I guess under the bridge achievement thing was not that bad because I used the helicopter. Helicopter's not that bad. I mean, they're still bad, but not as bad as planes, I don't think. I'm not sure. Flying in general is bad. With whatever you use, it's pretty bad. But it was a nice challenge, and I was expecting 50 plus attempts on many of these, especially this one, but no, this took me only 7 attempts. So yeah, I'm super happy with what I did, with how I did it, and I hope you guys have a good time with this challenge, like I am. As you can see, the time is very tight. Try to take these upside down, even though you can't level the plane exactly upside down if you're going downwards anyway, but these ones you can take them upside down. And guys, this is it. These Stunt Plane Time Trials are completely done with Franklin. As you can see, all of them are completely done. Gold medal on each one of these. So guys, screw this plane, I'll explore it in a few seconds. But guys, this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, I hope I helped. And a very special thank you to my lovely Patreon supporters: Alex Chavez, Max Robinson, Vladas, and everyone else listed on the screen. Thank you for the support, and thank you so much for watching.